Hey everybody, Daniel Fusco here, and welcome to today's 2-minute message. So recently, I've been thinking a lot about the fact that the loudest voices in our culture get the most airtime, but I've also been thinking about what the Bible teaches, how God speaks in a still small voice. If you remember that story from the life of the prophet Elijah, God wasn't in the whirlwind, he wasn't in all the thunderstorm, he spoke with a still small voice. And so you have to remember, very often the loudest voices in your ears is not the voice of your heavenly Father. And all of us have that, where there's people who are yelling, people who are aggravated, people who are angry, and they're trying to tell you what you're supposed to do. But for the child of God, because we're at peace with God because of the finished work of Jesus, and because God has given us his peace, which surpasses all understanding, our heart should be a quiet place where we hear the still small voice of the Lord and we respond to him. And if you're in that place right now where there are people yelling in your direction, I want to remind you to remind yourself, the loudest voices are never the voice of your heavenly Father. He is speaking words of love and kindness. And even in the work that he wants to do in us, because he's still working on us, he never does that in an aggressive way. It's always the heart of a father with a heart of love, because he sees us in Jesus. So we need to learn how to acknowledge the loud voices, but to dismiss them so that we can really tune into the still small voice of our Heavenly Father, because that's where the action is at. So this is what I do. I want you to share this message so that everybody else, so we can learn how to tune out the loud voices and tune into the voice of our Father. And it's also important, if you're one of those loud voices, stop it. That's not your job. Your job is to be a vehicle for God's grace. In the comment section, I want you to tag somebody who you are watching tune out the loud voices and really tune in to God's still small voice, and that they're simply responding to Jesus. And I want you to encourage them to keep on keeping on. God bless you today. I'll see you soon.